Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If everybody could hear me, good morning. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Diddy Wolfface strict rules because it seemed like Diddy about to get out, you know, sooner than ever before. I kind of did call some of it, but I didn't know he was gonna, you know, what do you call it? Get out this soon. But yeah, Diddy will be facing strict rules after release, and we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into the breakdown and we're gonna get into the breakdown of that. We're gonna get into the thing of that. Good morning, though. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hope everyone's as well. So it's Saturday morning, and we're gonna gonna bring up some stuff. Talk about this possible early release of P Diddy or Puff Daddy, Sean Diddy Combs, or whatever it is. He's gonna go by because I don't think he's gonna go by the Diddy like that when he gets out. Yeah, that's just me. That's just me. But yeah, it looks like this man is gonna be on me some strict stuff when he gets out. Strict stuff. So that's it's the sure, because you know what, I can see why he don't he shouldn't go by that name though, because go by Puff Daddy, go back to Puff Daddy. It's true. I agree with I kinda agree with Trump. Yeah, go back to Puff Daddy, bro. That's what we know you by. Diddy shit this. Puff and Diddy. What do you call it? So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. People go, oh shit, shout out to everybody though. Oh, okay. So let's get this. Disgraced music mogul Sean Diddy. Hold on, let me pause it for y'all. I gotta share the video first. Hold on. Let me share this. Hold on, what's the link? Share. Here. 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 Get into this. Diddy about to face some serious alley. Not well, my bad. Strict rules. That's crazy, but everybody knows when you do federal time, they always give you that, you know, strict rules thing. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs is serving a 50-month prison sentence for his prostitution-related conviction, and when he's released, Combs will face some strict rules. Earlier this year, he was found guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. According to a court filing, he will be under supervised release for 5 years. Documents show the release also comes with special conditions, including supervisor for that means he's going to an ankle bracelet for 5 years. Like what? Like what? So is he gonna have an ankle monitor for 5 years? That shit is wild. But yeah, they say he gonna be facing these strict rules, and I mean, if you do your time, like 5 years is a lot. 5 years is a lot. 5 years is a lot. Like I think if you do your time already, you should. 5 years is a lot. Hold on. That is a lot. I think if you do.
think if you do your time, then OG Brand, what's good, bro? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Much respect, much respect. I see, I see. Much respect. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. How was everything? How was everything, bro? Much respect, much respect. Good to see you. But it's man, 5 years. 5 years. 5 years supervision, they say. You know, but I'm like, damn, vision. Damn. I'm like, damn, that's like a lot. That's like kind of like, you know, 10 years when you exactly, because if you're doing four, like if you're doing four, um, if you much respect, brother, much respect. If you're doing four, I got my. Oh, you got surgery? I didn't even know you got surgery. Oh, so that's what you've been. You've been doing. Oh, you've been taking care of yourself, man. But I didn't know you mentioned something last time. But I didn't know how thingy was. Yeah, that's good. You got surgery coming up soon. Oh, bro, everybody I know is going through some type of stuff. Like everybody, like going through that, moment where they get older and they gotta go. They gotta do something. Hold on, my second. What the fuck is this? Hold on, sorry. Yeah, but yeah, but yo, good. As I said, stay strong, bro. I mean, I know you as a man that's always taking care of yourself and always eating healthy. And make sure you got the right, stuff in your body. Yeah. But yes, you know, Diddy is about. They said they're about to put him on some strict rules. 7 surgeries, bro. Whoa. 7 surgeries, bro. Man, that is crazy. 7. 7, bro. Holy, that means you've been probably like had to go through a whole lot with your body and all new things and therapy and all that stuff. Therapy and all that stuff. That's crazy, bro. Therapy and all that stuff. That is wild. You probably had to go through a lot. Shit. You strong though. You pull through. You strong, bro. You a strong dude. Strong man. A lot of people could do what you could do 7. You know what I mean? And come back around and talk like the way you did. But yeah, brother. Yeah, they over here still doing this story here. Yeah, they're literally saying Diddy he's gonna be on 5 years. 5 years. What do you call it? Strict rules and all that other stuff. Yeah. I feel sorry. Yes. Man, it's crazy. It's so crazy how this world is. You could do your thing. How do I say this? It's just crazy. Just wild, bro. Can't lie to you. Some things are just wild. Yeah. Man, doing your thing, man. Hold on, 1 second. Let me jump back up in here, real quick. Yeah, hold on. What happened? My bad. I'm back. Yeah. The dude there that was talking about, you a Crip? Okay, that's cool with you, brother. I know what you know. What are you trying to get at? What you referring to, sir? But yeah, talking about the Sean Diddy Combs situation right now. Yeah, I mean, let me get that video back up there. My bad. I had to literally shut this shit down for a bit. It's just crazy. Yeah, but I'm just give me a second. Let me just get back into this strict stuff that they say dude's gonna be on when he gets out. They say when he gets out, he's gonna be on the strict rules. Who that? He's gonna be on the strict rules. Whatever when he gets out, they say so. I don't know. Huh? I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. We're gonna get into that. So what is this now? 5 years, 4 years, what's it, 2 years? So I say he's get out, he not gonna do the full 5 years or whatever, but when he gets out, he's gonna be on this allegation tip where, they're gonna put him on, they're gonna not allegation but restrictions. And I figured that too, like maybe an ankle bracelet or something like that. But for 5 years, that is a lot. Hold on, let me see that. Huh? Let me see now. You're telling me whatever and you never show me. Just chatting. Babe. Let me see that. Huh? Yeah, you a Crip. You a man. Go read a book. Go to school or something. My name Goodness. What's his name? Goodies or whatever his fucking name is. Goddess? Yeah, Goddess. My bad. That sounds like a cat's name. Good morning to y'all. Hey, y'all is funny this morning. Y'all too funny for me. Can't lie. But yeah. So let me set myself up and get into this thing. My computer be acting like a screw. Acting weird on me. Acting super weird. Acting weird on me. Why is this not charging? I hate when you come on here one time and just sleep on them. Hold on, let me get this video up, y'all. So I could do that now. Why was that itching? Why is my back itching? Yeah, hold on, y'all. Hold on, man. I got y'all. I got it, buddies. Hold on, let me bring the video up of what they be talking about. So this move's crazy. Moving a little bit crazy. So let's get into this.
Hey, you, if you call yourself...
Hold on, let me get that. Get into that.
on Diddy Combs following his prison sentence. The disgraced music mogul will be under a supervised release for 5 years after he gets out from behind bars. The requirements include mandatory participation in a domestic violence program. He also won't be allowed to contact any of the victims in the case or, quote, encourage anyone else to contact them. This all comes as Diddy is currently serving a 4-year prison sentence at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. NBC News legal analyst Angela Zenadella joins us now. Angela, good to have you here on set. So what else are we learning about the conditions of Sean Combs' release? And is this all pretty par for the course, pretty standard?
Yeah, so look, a lot of these conditions sound pretty harsh, but they're pretty standard. Things, as you mentioned, like no contact with victims, also no contact with other criminals, no access to firearms, also unsupervised or visits, drop-in visits from probation.
Yeah, but here's my thing with the firearm, right? The firearm charges, bro. He never used a firearm on nobody. He never shot nobody. He never robbed nobody with a gun. That's not gonna stick. That's not gonna stick. They're just saying that just to make themselves look good.
Officers at any time, mandatory employment. So many of these are standard. But what I do think is notable is the addition of required treatment programs. And it's not just one, right? It is domestic violence, but also drug abuse and also mental health. The reason why it's so notable is because we all remember the defense described this as a modern love story. And even though Combs was acquitted of the most egregious charges, it's really a message from the court saying there's really still something that is not right here. There's treatment that is required. There's issues that need to be resolved.
Can you tell us a little bit about his living conditions? Because I know that he's currently in Brooklyn, but he's actually asked to be moved to a federal facility. Why? What would that do to his living conditions?
Okay, so very specifically, he's requesting to be moved to Fort Dix, to a low security prison. So that would very much ameliorate, improve his living conditions from where he is in Brooklyn. So this low security prison is more like a dorm-like setting and also has a specific drug abuse treatment program he's requesting to be a part of. And sometimes people who go through this program successfully can get time off at the end.
Well, Angela, we also know that Diddy is going to be required to work 30 hours a week upon his release. Do we know if that's like, he can just do whatever he wants? He's the owner, obviously, of a company, CEO, or is this something that the state?
Anyways, let me tell you what a dorm is. A dorm is like, you know, open. Like everybody is in the same room. Everybody get to see each other. You're not gonna have like a locked door, like where he locked in, like how Epstein was locked up by himself. It's not gonna be locked in like that, you know. Yeah, he's not gonna be where, you know, he's gonna have to be locked in by himself. You can't see what's going on. He's gonna be locked up with a whole bunch of people his age, like what, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds in a dorm, because when you're like that age, like Diddy, you know, you don't do time with young people. You do it with people like 50 and up, you know what I mean, 45 and up. And you'd be like in a dorm where, like, you know, everybody's bed is like basically in a corner, you know, or sometimes one bed, I don't know. But, you know, it's, what was I going to say? Yeah, so he's going to have pretty much a good, who's that? A good, no, he's about to get, my bad. He's about to, well, this is what's going on. Trump has right now Diddy pardon files on his desk. So this is why you see everybody like seeing Fox and everybody talking about, oh, if Diddy release, he's gonna be facing. But yeah, he's about to get pardoned. He's about to get married. He's about to get pardoned. He's about to get pardoned by Trump. He could be home. He could be get released at any time right now. So this is why they're saying if he get released, these are the stuff he's gonna. But I already knew. I already told people a long time ago. The man is not going. And lucky if he does 8 months. I already said that. You know, I knew this thing. People was like, oh, no, you know, this and that. But no, you know, when you got people that, you know, up in the high places and you got rich friends in the United States of America, you know, money talk, bullshit walk. So, yeah. Diddy about to, you know, they said possible come home. You could get released in the night. You know what I mean? While everybody's asleep. So between now and Monday, and you know, when he gets released, because you gotta understand this. Why would the mainstream media do everybody do a whole thing on Diddy talking about, well, if he get released, he's gonna face serious restrictions. He's gonna be underneath, we know, probably an anchor basically for 5 years. He probably can't have no party for 5 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna make sure he don't make no money. But if I were him, I'll make my son do everything. Real shit, my kids do everything. I'll do different stuff. I'll have my girls do different stuff, like where, you know, they cater to more female and do female stuff, you know, and do younger stuff with like everybody, not only black women, just, you know, Caucasian, Chinese, Hispanic, whatever. You know what I mean? Just to piss off the mainstream media, because
You know, and do younger stuff with like everybody.
Hold on, they love you know, a civil war. They love racism. That's the shit that push their station. That's the shit that, you know, make them, you know, these mainstream media platform go viral. You know, that's what they like. When you don't do stuff they like, you kind of threw them off. Threw them off. Yeah. Diddy could be coming home anytime just now. Anytime. Anytime, y'all. Anytime. It could be, you know, you could hear breaking news. You know, Trump looking like, I think that was like 2 days ago, Trump had the pardon on his desk. You know, and then when they find out that he had the pardon on his desk, now what's going on, brother? Good morning. I see you. Much respect. Shout out to everybody in the chat, huh? Shout out to Nubs. Shout out to the original OGs. Yeah, I'm an early bird, Nubs. I'm an early bird. I'm an early bird, brother. Yeah, but man, this is this is one case right here. I think it's funny. Dude coming home, man. Yeah, but he coming home though. You got out of there, boy. Huh? Sarah? Everybody, get out of this. Trump about a pardon, dude. At least that's what these people are saying out here. Last time Trump said he wasn't a pardon, but I knew he was lying. You know, when he said all that. The table is a mess. Hold on.
The courts are going to mandate.
So this is interesting. It is pretty standard, and the legal language is work conscientiously at suitable employment. So that doesn't mean that the government can tell him what job to do, but it does mean that the probation officer can veto what he chooses. And the real point here is access and rehabilitation and not a lot of free time, requiring structure. So given that his employment is generally self-employment and a lot of free time, it's not clear here how the probation officer will respond to that, what sort of restrictions they will put. But yeah, the probation officer can say, this is not okay. Too much free time on your hands.
Angela, how often are these...
Well, you can't take free time on people's hand, though. That's crazy, yo. We let people out, serial killers and all the other stuff, and people out, whatever, and government people, and just, you know what I mean, say, okay, go do your free time. Go do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. It's like, we can't take away free time from somebody, right? Because when they talk about free time is, you know, they don't want him to make no money. So they're going to they're going to break him on for 5 years, make sure he doesn't make no money. And there's a lot of these people out here, boy. Like, let me tell you, they have no conditions on their ass when they come home. None of that. You put another thing on? Yes, Man, I don't know. He won't be the same. He won't be the same. As I said, Diddy gonna be, you know. Are you talking about the baby oil sales? No one's gonna buy that shit. No, that baby oil is for like rustlers, babies, and strippers. And, you know what I mean? So, as I said, no. You know, I'm not really. If that's the case, if we gonna make baby oil jokes, we need to go make fun of all these wrestlers I used to all like, put Hulk Hogan, all them people back in the days I used to support baby oil, all them stuff. But all them Vince McMahon, baby oil WWE team. I mean, like, you know what I mean? That and I guarantee you, they use more baby oil than Diddy. You see what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I mean? That's why I say when that baby oil stuff, yeah, it's funny, but not really. Not really. You know what I mean? 'Cause shit, everybody use baby oil on their baby, their kid. You know what I mean? Some people use it on their girl. Maybe you mean, you know? Some people use that shit on their, you know, on their females. That's why she kind of caught herself. But the girl was like, "Oh, this was a romantic love," and then she changed the story. Here, she said that. If that's a romantic, how was that sex? How was that trafficking? If you guys think that was a romance that went wrong, how was that a trafficking?
Transfer request approved.
So it's certainly case by case. It's not something that happens all the time. And the court would look at a lot of things. Like, for example, what sort of risk does he pose? What sort of risk exists at that center? And really the goal here is whether or not he will be rehabilitated enough in a low security setting or something more higher security is required.
When are we expecting that decision? Do you know?
It should be pretty soon, given the request was just given.
Okay. All right. Angela Sanabella, thank you as always.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay up.
Yeah, boy. You know, I guess baby oil God is coming home. Yeah, but Trump has his files and his desk, and he about to think about giving him a pardon. You know what I'm saying? Trump will give him a pardon because you know what? Trump will give Diddy a pardon. Why? You know, he's thinking about, because if he wasn't going to give Diddy a pardon, he would not have his files on his desk for so long. And what else? You know, he don't really, you know, like the fact that Joe Biden put that judge there to do all that. Because you got to remember, Joe Biden did the same thing to him. Well, he got impeached. You know what I mean? Put a judge, got a judge justice. When nobody wanted to impeach Donald Trump, Joe Biden got his own judge. So I think this is the reason why he's definitely gonna pardon. He's gonna pardon Diddy because, yo, his not gonna let you know. So it's crazy. But he's gonna have 5 years of 5 years of what they say? 5 years of 5 years of you know, just being around doing crazy stuff. I don't know. What can you do for 5 years? So that's crazy. I know you do your time, you get out. So that means he's really gonna do the 5 years. Like, so he's really gonna do the 5 years, like, but not outside of jail, because if they're saying you're gonna be, because everyone's saying this. You know, this is news. This news came out yesterday that, you know, Trump might let him out, and if he gets out, then he's gonna have these restrictions, you know, of like a lot of restrictions. You know, 5 years, all the other stuff. Yeah. 5 years is a long time, bro. You get a charge, you get out. They're really trying to like. You can't really say, oh, you know. It's just like the UK. The UK wants you to go to bed. Riaz, you hear? The UK wants you to go to bed at 10 o'clock. Be in bed by 10 o'clock, right? And I think that's stupid. You can't tell someone what to do, like, how to, so now we have people out here I could tell you, oh, well, we're just going to put you on restriction because we don't want you to have too much time in your hand. You might have too much sex. It's just ridiculous. Why are we controlling people and telling people what to do? Why are we telling people how much alcohol they could drink, how much party they could have, how much fun they could have? Like, why are we doing that? Y'all don't think that's mind control? That is controlling, especially when it comes to this fucking black, society. Like, we get controlled so much. Everybody else will do their time, come home, and whatever. Like, you sit down, do whatever, but the stay away from the victim, it is normal because even if, you get in an argument with your wife, your girlfriend or whatever, you know what I mean? Somebody called the police and said there's no domestic. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. Y'all gonna have to stay away from each other. Y'all gonna have to stay away from each other until that shit is dealt with in court. You know what I mean? But the whole, telling people what to do, controlling and all that other stuff is weak to me. Weak to me. Weak. What? Are you gonna sing there? Because I forgot to do that. That's on my shit. Yeah, man. So they really trying to tell him like no more parties. Really trying to control him. Really trying to control him. Tell the man no more parties, none of that, and all that stuff. That's kind of like, the people under there, like they love controlling people. I don't like the new society of, people are allowing people to control them, and people don't see that, we're being controlled. You know what I mean? Real talk. I get it. If you get caught with, drinking and driving, yeah. You know what I mean? Restrictions. Other stuff, females, yeah, restriction. But no, dude, we're just doing crazy stuff. We're just doing other crazy stuff like, especially with the celebrities, just telling them what they can do, what they can't do. That to me is crazy. Crazy. That shit is wild. There's no way. It's like there's no freedom or nothing. If you're you do your time, you should be able to do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, brother. I'm saying, like, if you do your time, you should be able to, do whatever you want. This shit right here is too much. But we got restrictions after restrictions. Shit crazy. This shit is crazy. Crazy, but yeah. They got him though. I knew they wasn't gonna do that. I knew they wasn't gonna. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell, because if they would have, and that's what they did. They used Diddy. They used Trump to give him the pardon. I said, sometimes I feel like this trial here is all set up for a big distraction. Because, man, he was just sentenced. Diddy was just sentenced. You see what I'm saying? Like about a week or 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago. Just sentenced like on that. Calvin, my guy, good morning. Just something. Yeah, a lot of people shocked though. A lot of people see this. I say y'all go look it up. You know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. That is the word though. Don't think me to it. That is the thing to it. You could look it up and see what I'm talking about. But apparently he could be coming home and the next, maybe, maybe even today, you might turn on your TV. You might hear Trump, Diddy got released. You know what I mean? But restrictions. But I think what Diddy's going to do, what he should do, is, you know what I'm saying? Get out. Do like the Krispies. Do like what the Krispies did. Did like what the Krispies did. You know what I mean? Get out in the get in the back. Get out. Go to the back. Go to the back. Do like what the Krispies did. To the back. Take the back. Back. So I would have done. Fuckers out here, don't give them no story, yo. Don't give them nothing. No story. Boycott the mainstream media. Don't give them no story. That's why people, and they wonder why people don't want to talk to them. Every time you give them something, they flip it. They literally flip that shit. They flip that shit. But yeah, all that stuff that they're talking about is normal. It is normal, y'all. They're trying to run these cases like TV shows. They're trying to run these cases like TV shows and movies. I'll say this again. They're trying to run these cases like TV shows and movies. Real talk. Real talk. Cleaning up over here at the same time. They're trying to run these cases like movies. Yeah. But I get what Trump was saying though, but he should give him a pardon. He should give him a pardon. I know 50 Cent was just trolling. I know 50 Cent knew that he was gonna get a pardon because he got a lot of stuff. Got a lot of inside stuff that he knows about. I'm pretty sure he knows that he was gonna get a pardon. Come on, man. You gotta give him a pardon. That's what I'm saying. People out here scamming people for like millions of dollars. Yeah. They said it was domestic, but they never charge him for domestic. They keep saying domestic, but they never charge him. The mainstream media lies too. They say domestic, but they never charge it domestic. You guys said, we're not using this video to charge him. You guys are using the video to show the court and the public how he treated women. So that domestic stuff that they're talking about, it don't make no sense. It's a lie. It's not relevant. Domestic stuff is not relevant. Not at all. My bad, I'm just going as I cleaning, I'm just come to this. There's what going on this morning. Oh. Yeah. Man. Crazy out here, boy. Crazy. 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 Yeah, man, we should y'all get y'all. Go ahead and get y'all coffee, y'all donuts, and let's have a good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Yeah. My bad, y'all. My bad. Yeah, they saying this man can't have no party. Jamie, what's good, bro? Good morning. Good morning. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Jamie. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Mr. The drone guy, the drone expert. What's up, man? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, sir. It's been a while, and then now they're about to tell us, oh yeah, we got Diddy guilty, but we're about to release what do they say? We're about to Trump's about to pardon him, and these are the. I keep telling people about this tabloid TV. That's what Hazy said. Which he's so right about that. They do so much and they play so much tricks, y'all. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. You know what I mean? Ridiculous. Because you know why they couldn't lock them up like that for so long? Because everybody already got paid. Cassie already got paid. And the trial is based on her. Everybody else, had, nothing on them. But now, y'all acting like he wasn't going to release the man, acting like he was going away for a long time. This man's about to come home. All Trump has to do is take up the pen and sign the paper. That's it. Or you could throw it off his desk if that was the case. He would have been like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. Why do I still have this on my desk? Get rid of this. But no, that is still on the table. And I should have known because I'm like, why is everybody, all these news reporters making so much stuff about, Diddy, coming home and the rules are strict. I'm like, oh, that's what's going on. Then I heard, then I heard that, Trump was thinking about signing his pardon paper. So, yeah. Government knows, y'all. That's why I said I think it was funny how Epstein was not in a dorm. Epstein was in a single cell by himself, and he was what age? That right there was a setup. He was what age? What age? I don't know. I just saying because if we put Diddy in an open dorm, and then we had Epstein and Maxwell and them in an open, they're like they're like above that age. You gotta ask yourself, something fishy here. Something is not right. Something is definitely not right. Something's not right at all. That's not right. We're gonna put him in an open open dorm is like spot like for old people. You know, I'm not gonna say old people, elder people, people up in their 50s. And those are the type of stuff they put up in the dorm and all that. You know, those are the type of people they put up there. That's why I say it's kind of like weird. But we'll see what happens. The thing about him, you know, they put him somewhere where they put him in a so nobody can say, oh, they're trying to get rid of him. They put him in a place where he what do you call it? He can nothing can really happen to him without they seeing him, because in an open door there's like cameras everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah. There's a lot of craziness that goes on. Yeah, but I don't believe that he should be underneath 5 years. You know, if you're especially going to be paying all these things. 5 years, that's a long time. Long time. Long time for somebody who just want to be a freak. Crazy. It's like you're almost getting like everybody should get charged to be whatever. Because if the women are doing what Diddy's doing, because women is out there doing what Diddy's doing. You know what I mean? They have their own whorehouse. They have their own girls that they, you know what I mean, bring in. And you said not because they're sitting there, not walking around in, you know what I mean, booty shorts or whatever. Doesn't mean that, whatever. So it's kind of crazy to me. It's crazy. Crazy. This is the stuff that, you know, they've been doing 1980s. That's why I said some of the stuff that they talk about Trump and them, that was in the 80s. That's what they used to do back then. You know, some of them used to be bold about it. Walking around with girls, you know what I mean? Girls younger than them without nobody saying anything. I don't know why these people are tripping now. You wasn't tripping there. Are you tripping now? One thing God don't do, he don't go back in time and punish people. I mean, he's not gonna say, oh, this child that, you know, because a child is, you know, they say when a child sins, goes on their parents, like they you know, their mom and their dad, whatever. And he's not gonna go back and say, you know what? 5-year-old, you did this, or 10-year-old, you did this. You know, your sins are, you know, I'm gonna give you back your sins. I'm gonna take it away from your parents. No, because your parents are supposed to be controlled. So, and I see you guys do that. You know, some people are not doing it to all. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Not kind of, is weird. Weird as hell. Very, very weird. You know, so a lot of weird stuff going on, boy. Oh, yeah, it's getting weirder out here. But yeah, they trying to, you know, I'm like, damn, that was quick. So y'all know what y'all was doing. Y'all sentenced the man and know y'all about to release the man. Make it make sense. So y'all gotta watch what they put out there. That's why I don't go hard and have my point with everybody, but I don't get mad what their point is and what they think, you know, and call them out by their name, because this is what they do. They tell you something and they do something else. They've always been doing that. Always been doing that. It's like a, you know, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy out here with these tell you this, and then I'm gonna tell you that, and then I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, they do that all the time with us. You know, man, tell me about it. Come on. But yeah. But yeah, there's people around who are checking in or thinking, oh, did he get released? No, he didn't get released. They're trying to negotiate if they should release him. And you know, these are the stuff that they're gonna put him on. They're gonna have a 5-year, you know, checking out. All right, I don't know that. That's kind of wow. 5 years for a domestic. I never heard nobody go through that long. You know, that don't even sound right. I know people that don't even go through 5 years thing for domestic. It's like I'm gonna say 18 months, maybe 8 months, 6 months, a year. You know, they go get themselves somehow, but 5 years. It just shows you that how that's right there is just trying to milk somebody. That idea don't really make no sense. Like no, it's like you guys are proving like because what you guys are trying to prove is not about the money, but you guys are not proving that. You guys are not proving that it's not about the money. You guys say, oh, it's not about the money, it's not about the money. But yeah, you turn around, it's about the money. It is about the money. Tell you, the government, they lie so much. They tell you a next thing and they do a next thing. I mean, the courthouse, which is the government, tell you the next thing and they do a next thing. They will tell you something else, and they will do something else. Yeah. They will tell you something else, and they will do something else. Tell me right now. There are people that will tell you something and do something else. You know. Let me see if I have anything up there. Anything else. And, yeah. So it's crazy. What's going on? Yeah, not really. Yeah, it's just mad. A lot of madness, man. A lot of madness. A lot of crazy shit. I'm just trying to see what else I could put up there to add to the story right here because I don't know where I'm going. This is. I don't know where I'm going with this. This mine here is, yeah, and crazy. Crazy morning. Crazy. I need to get myself a coffee. I haven't got myself one of those yet. I need to get one of those. I need to get myself one of those. Fucking Jay lost last night. I don't know how they lose like that. But whatever. I really watching that game last night looked a little bit rigged anyways. I don't not care. You know what I mean? Crazy. Madness. What else is up? Oh yeah, Nicki Minaj. They said Nicki Minaj got an attack. And I said, man. Yeah, Nicki Minaj. Is going through that shit because of Jay-Z. Yeah. So that's kind of why. They're using other art, like it's maybe still things going on where people out here trying to. You mean nice try, Diddy? I said nice try, Diddy. Yeah, he trying to. Y'all about to get that pardon though. 5 year after 5 years. 5 years. But if he gets out, he's gonna be limited. I don't think he's gonna be able to go to certain places. I think what's gonna happen with him. He's gonna have to what do you call it? He ain't gonna be able. They're not gonna let him. They're gonna try to. They're gonna kick him out of a lot of games. They're gonna kick him out of certain things. They're gonna tell him he can't be here. It's crazy. You keep saying that. This is the second time you said that. U.S. is owned by Israel. You keep saying that. You keep saying that. Why you keep saying that? Every time you come to my chat, you said that. No, my bad. You go around and say it to everybody, though. You go around and say it to everybody. So I guess, you was trying to tell somebody something. You was trying to tell somebody something. So I don't know what you're trying to tell people. Why you trying to get that? I don't know, why is you trying to get it? Yes. Yes. Yeah, Diddy about to let's hope. Let's hope. I really want this shit to be over with. I really want to see some shit. I really want to see what's going on. Man. With certain people on there, fuck you, what they keeping up, like who? Because there's got to be more to the story where, and now we see the Britney Spears where I don't know. I didn't follow up with the Britney Spears, whatever yet, but and this is why the next thing why Diddy is getting bailed because that Britney Spears story keep coming up. When I say this though, why we didn't have the Britney Spears, why they wasn't there because apparently she was getting drunk and they was taking pictures and a lot of stuff. Crazy. But once again, it's only certain people, it's only a group of people that will be. They pick and choose who they want to get in trouble. Trust me, I tell you, say this all the time. These people in pick and choose who they get in trouble. Crazy. So crazy. So crazy. Yeah, I don't think we'll see though. I don't know. We don't know if Trump gonna sign his papers, if he gonna let him out, whatever. I don't know how that's going to work, or if that is going to work. But it's a real thing right now where, Trump has some real. What about Trump? I'll give him the pardon though. You know why? Because he's still gonna be in that condition. Two, Cassie never really reported it until they came to him. They came to her on some other stuff and tried to charge her, and then she took a plea deal, and then became a witness. So, yeah. And regardless, what happened with Diddy, Cassie gonna be facing some charges. It's only a matter of time. People, they know that. Everybody knows that. That's why Diddy got to be up because they don't want. See, they're so messed up. They don't want Cassie to go through this by herself. Well, why not? Keep Diddy in jail if that's the case, right? And let her. And later, I mean, so we don't want to see them going to court together and face no charges together. That make no sense. Because if they're not supposed to be or not supposed to contact the victim, not supposed to be around the victim, why are we gonna have them peer fighting cases together? They don't have to be there. If there's someone goes, I want to sue them for what they did to me. They got pictures of me, da 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 da. You know what I mean? They expose my lifestyle. I got kids, whatever, whatever. The whole people always come up with some shit. Yo, listen to me. Listen to me. They should do her by herself, Do by herself. Don't use Diddy to do Cassie up. Do Cassie up by herself. Because you guys hide her charges. Hide her stuff. Because she make a plea deal with y'all. Because she make a so yeah. She gotta face her own music, bro. She gotta face her own music because it's not right that they're covering her on her story up. And her story up like that. I don't like that. I don't like the way I don't like that at all. And if you guys are gonna just let him out, so she don't have to go to court by herself, or she doesn't have to whatever. I could still she don't have to go. She could still go to court and have Diddy come in a prison suit or whatever, prison box. Something's weird about this. Very weird about it. Very weird. Very, very, very weird. So it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Madness. Madness, crazy stuff. What happened last night? What happened yesterday in the Oval Office with Zelensky and Trump and them? I heard Trump drop the F-bomb, all of that. Why? Why? He sounds frustrated. For him to drop the F-bomb, like frustrated. Frustrated. Imagine that. Dropping the F-bomb. Because you can't get your way. About to release thing though, your boy you call it Diddy about to release his ass. Yeah. Trump dropping the F-bomb on them niggas. Like, huh? Crazy. Oval Office is like a fucking, I don't know what it is. I don't know what that shit is. That shit is like, yeah. Drama house. Drama house. A whole lot of drama on this shit. Damn. That shit right there is crazy. But yeah. Apparently, I didn't see him drop the F-bomb. I seen a little thing, but I didn't take a look at the story the whole time. But yeah, dude, he's going crazy. He's always crashing out. Trump always crashing out. Always crashes out. Always crashes out. Yeah, I don't want to see Diddy get out of awe, man. Yeah, y'all blame him. Don't blame me. I just get the news and I just report it. I just add to my 2 cents and what they're doing. But I don't really care what's going on with them. That shit's been going on way too long. Way too long. Way too long. I can't lie. Way too long. Way too long. Let me see if I get this thing guy. Hold on. Way too long. Donald Trump dropped the F-bomb. He did. He did, yo. I'm watching it right now. Crazy. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's good. He did. Oh shit, he did. Hold on. Hold up. Hold on. Yeah, he did drop that. Nigga did drop the F-bomb, yo. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Diddy shit. This shit right here, it's crazy to me, bro. Crazy to me. Crazy. Donald Trump thing here going on. This shit right here is getting crazy. Venezuela government though, like, yo, passing this place. Yo, passing, yo, like, I don't know why people think they could, you know, why people think. What? Why people think they could get off in America? I don't know why think they could check. People think they could check America. Like, what's up with that? People think they could check, or because Trump is in office, they could, you know what I mean? I don't get that. Why they think they could? I'm like, yo, shit. It'd be like that sometimes. Some of these motherfuckers are crazy. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. You know, none of these motherfuckers think they can just say whatever they want, but I don't think I know the government, boy. They will check you. They gonna let you know. They will they will put you underneath, like what do you call it? Why people think they could hijack America or talk shit? Of course. I don't know why people. Why people think they could talk so much shit about them guys and get away with it. I don't know why. Don't know why. Don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, but man, it's crazy. Crazy stuff going on this morning, boy. Yeah, I'm not gonna put release because then people might think, oh, I'm hmm. So I don't know. Let's get into this. And there we go. Release song. All right. Got it. Yeah, man. Donald Trump and this F-bomb thing. Crazy. Crazy. Man. This shit's crazy. Hold on. Right. look here right here. So, hold on. So we I'll be back up. Yeah, I'll be back up. Be back up. Be back up. All right, I see y'all. I'll be right back.